Hi loves, welcome back to the channel Style by C. Today's tutorial will be on how to recreate this beautiful piece. Do subscribe, share to friends, watch and give us a thumbs up. So the first thing first you have to do is you have to fold your fabric in a flare form. Okay, this triangular form, that's what I did to place it. Now you're going to go ahead and find where your shoulder measurement and your sleeve measurement will be. Alright, so my shoulder measurement is 7.5 inches, which is here. Then my sleeve measurement is 9 inches. Alright, so I have about 16.25 inches here, or 16.5 inches at this point. So I'm going to make a rule across. So this is what I have. Alright, now from this point I'm going to come down to 1 inch. This is for my shoulder slope. Yeah, then coming to this center point, I'm going to mark 3 inches for my neck width. Then from these 3 inches, I'm going to be connecting to the 1 inch I have here. And this is what I have. Okay, so now go ahead and mark your arm opening. All right, so you're going to be using your arm opening for this area, about 9 inches, but I'm going to be working with 7 inches here. Okay, because of our half shoulder of material at this point. You should have enough fabric. I'm trying to manage this fabric. Okay, so now the next thing to mark is the full length of your top. That is the first thing first you should have marked earlier. So you're going to measure it round from this point, and you're going to measure what you have round. And this is what we have. All right, now from this point now you're going to be making a curve into this area, just a little curve. All right, so go ahead and cut this out. So guys, this is for my back piece. All right, please do well to leave some inches for your zip, or for your hook, or for your button. All right, for easy passage of your neck, because this is actually a turtleneck altogether. So now we're going to go ahead with the cutting of our neck piece. So to cut out your neck, I'm going to be using 2 inches for my front neck, or you can decide to use 3 inches if you don't want it to be too choky. So we're going to use 3 inches for our front neck. All right, now I used 3 inches earlier for my neck width, but I'm going to reduce it to 2.75 inches. Then for our back neck, we're going to be using 1.5 inches for it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them out now. So the first cutting was for my back neck, then this is for the front neck. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we're going to go ahead with the shaping of our sleeve, because our sleeve is going to be having an opening at this point. Okay, so this is what you're going to be having. You're going to be using this to cut out another fabric, all right, for your back piece. So I'm going to go ahead now to join shoulder to shoulder. Okay, so this is my back and this is my front, and I'm going to go ahead and join these two shoulders together this way. So we're going to be using a pin for this tutorial. So now this is the point where your shoulder stops, right? You marked earlier for your shoulder. So what you have to do now is from that point you're going to mark 1 inch. Depending on how wide you want your opening to be, you can decide that you want your opening to be just half inch, but I think 1 inch is preferable. So I'm going to walk one inch down to the bottom, that is this sleeve ending here, and I'm going to mark it. Having done this now, I'll make a curve from this shoulder into that line. Then we cut this out. So this is what we're going to have. Alright. So we're going to be having this opening. So go ahead and open up your material. So this is what it's going to look like with this opening here. So now the next thing to do is to join it to your back piece. So the next thing you have to do now is you're going to go ahead and pipe your neck area. Okay, so you go ahead, maybe use a cotton bias or whatsoever to pipe your neck piece. Then go ahead and fix your zipper or your button to it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be cutting out now is the band that is going to be at this sleeve area, this wrist area. Okay, so that's what we're going to go ahead to cut. Having done this now, the next thing you have to do is, so if you are stitching on it, like if you are sewing, because I'm not sewing, so I'm not doing anything, you have to go ahead and fold the hem of this opening you have at your sleeve area. So go ahead and run a stitch on it to close it up. Alright, then if you are done with that, close the side, that is this, after the sleeve opening, from this point now close it down to the end here.